My current supplement stack for longevity. I have 4 very white looking bottles. Number 1 is one vitamin tablet that goes into water. This is not exactly ideal because I have some duplicate minerals. Not the minerals, but the vitamins are duplicate. I then simply add water. This provides me with some baseline electrolytes, as well as also vitamins. The problem is that the vitamins already are in a different. I take one because it's only one in a given day. In these, there are also 50 milligrams of turmeric in there, which is far too little to have the normal effect from like 1 gram, for example. The next one here is omega-3 fatty acids. These I found on Amazon, and the nice thing about these is that two soft gels basically have 2000 milligrams of, you guessed it, EPA. So here we have, so I said it wrong. Here is what it actually is. 2 soft gels have 1000 milligrams of EPA. Now, as recommended by Huberman and many others for mental benefits, for example, you can't just take one of these and disregard EPA and standardize it basically. So if I now want to take in total 2 grams of EPA, I have to take 4 soft gels. So I take 4 soft gels every single day. Previously, I had different ones, and of course I do not exactly know if these actually contain this much EPA. It says it is. Now, if I take these, I have 4 compared to the previous, I think 8 or 10 I took. Now we already arrived at the last bottle, which I added only recently, and this is creatine. So 1 scoop of creatine, and this is by the way from the same company as my protein powder from Bulk. I might have thrown away the packaging already. So this is 1 scoop, and according to many, they take about 5 grams. I think Dr. Huberman also takes 5 grams of creatine. This spoon is 3.3 grams. So if you take 1.5 of these spoons, you are approximating 5 kilograms. Now, in order to test this out very slowly, what I began with is 1 gram. So that's apparently or approximately 1/3 of the scoop, and that's this much. This is now in total what we have. I already took the vitamin tablet, and I also do have some concerns that the vitamin tablet in this not totally airtight containers might degrade over time. But I do really like these nice aesthetics of having 4 identical bottles. These are just old vitamin bottles. The creatine is then usually taken by just adding it to this mix here. And I also spilled a bit on my hand. And now I also can take the rest, because I just wanted to take a few pictures as thumbnails in between. So I take the 4 omega-3 fatty acids, usually with a little bit of water. I did realize I just made a movie cut, so I was like this, and that's basically it. The creatine, since I do take it now in the afternoon with my other meals, as well as the vitamin tablets, which I also take with the other meals. This has the benefit that some vitamins are only fat soluble, so you should take them with some fat, ideally from your nutrition. For this reason, I think it makes the most sense to just take this whole stack whenever you are eating. Since I usually eat the most of my calories now in the afternoon, even though this means that I do not train fasted, because I usually train in the evening, and if I have means I usually have eaten before and therefore are not fasted anymore. But I just didn't find another schedule, a daily schedule that would work and that would still allow me to eat now my calories in the afternoon. I often sometimes do also fast till the evening and then work out fasted. But mentally, this is just much more of a burden, I found. In total, the benefit of this, I think, is that it is only 4 bottles at this point in time. It is fairly quick. I can take out the whole 4 at the same time. I also have them always ready, and therefore I also remember them daily. What I did not talk about were basically spices as also supplements. So I usually take a lot of cinnamon whenever I eat in order to blunt the blood sugar response to eating. or rather the insulin response. I also have this stack of spices as well as spice mixes, but I have to rebuy these. Turmeric, for example, some people take up to 1 teaspoon, which I also did already, but only if I have it kind of in a standardized way. I take it in a standardized way, and I did this with my meal replacement, for my custom-made meal replacement, which is basically a shake consisting out of protein powder, vegetables, oils. In the beginning I had 4 different oils. The problem was just if I have access to olive oil, for example, not olive oil, but if I have access to sunflower oil or pumpkin seed oil tastes very nice. And if I also have cocoa or cacao at home, then I tend to overeat on these. Therefore, I currently only have, again, olive oil, because I do not really like the taste of olive oil. Therefore, I cannot really mix it into other things, which then means I do not have something for frying. There are all these sprays out there which you can use, and I also tried, in order to reduce the amount of time needed for cooking, to just boil things. And this also reduces the fat, because for a given amount of food, in order to fry it, you have to add calories in the form of oil. If you boil it, you don't add calories.